Welcome to Columbia, Missouri, Memorial Stadium and home to the Missouri Tigers, where we are anticipating quite a clash on Faroe Field today. This is the type of early season game you look forward to, an opportunity to make a statement in a top 10 showdown. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Missouri Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Missouri about to kick off to lift the lid on this one. He'll call for the fair catch here. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. A quick pass to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. We like throwing those jump balls up to my receiver because usually the receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job by the defender getting a hand on it, tipping that ball away from the wide receiver.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Looking for a productive play on first down. Going to the running game. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. On the run, it's Douglas. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. These two conferences have been tied together for years through the Sugar Bowl, a little testiness with the whole Texas-Oklahoma thing, and now the rivalry on the field between the Big 12 and the SEC.
Yeah, and conference realignments played a big factor, too, between these two conferences. Think back to when Texas A&M and Missouri joined the SEC. So this is always a fun one to watch, David. Wide open offense from the Big 12, and then you get the physicality and the speed from the SEC.
I think you nailed it right there. Two totally different worlds. They live in different worlds all the time. One is pitchy woo-woo, throw it around all over the yard. The other one, physicality. Which style can present itself today and win the ball game?
Missouri really moving on offense, set up with another first down. Right back to the well. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll leave it with the lone back. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The give to the tailback. Shakes off the defender. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride in stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for room. It's Stevens. And they stop him short of the goal line. They'll mark it at 3. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. A 69-yard touchdown drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. Fair catch called for and made. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. You got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. If you like old-fashioned, grinded-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
The running back has it. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a third and long. This one from the 44. Right back to it. Still on his feet at the 45. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Missouri has it ready to go with another first down. Oh, it's a reverse. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And playing defense now in college football, you have to be ready for motions. And wide receivers are becoming more and more part of the game plan of getting them the football, letting them be running backs. You see it even in the NFL some too. Great job by the defense. They were ready for it. They were aware. Now the offense maybe use that as a decoy in the future.
Leaves it with the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Quarterback will keep it. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close.
Missouri 7, Louisiana Tech 0.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Here's the handoff. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Wide out in motion. Breaking out the jet sweep. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And that's just a great job by the defense shutting down that jet sweep. You see the team speed they have on defense. They're willing and ready and able to go sideline to sideline with anybody in the country.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Able to fight his way ahead for a pickup of 4, but they're still left with a 4th and 2. They'll try it on the ground. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
It's been the buzz of college football all week, fellas, and it's finally here. An update on that top 5 battle. Boise State is currently ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Chris Peterson, this has not been a blowout today on the Smurf turf. They're up by a field goal over Alabama. The landscape of college football will change dramatically with the outcome of this one, and we will keep you posted.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
They're going to stay aggressive here. 5 wide on 2nd and 1. On the move. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
They'll throw it on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. He's going to take off. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his speed as he moves those sticks.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understand the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
And the Bulldogs will snap it on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Gets it out quickly. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. It's not the first time they've seen that.
They'll go 5 wide on 2nd and 8. Defense in press coverage. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Makes the grab over the middle. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the first down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
A run for the quarterback. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line out front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And the point after is good. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Return runs out of bounds.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go
He's got it downfield for a huge gain. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense set on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. On the move, he fires. Complete to the left. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The give to the back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Man, this offense is built behind this guy. I mean, a guy that you can hand the football to consistently and expect positive yards all day long, all game long. Now he's over 100 yards on the bank.
They'll go to the ground. He's got enough for a Missouri 1st down. They'll try to snap it quickly. Going up top on 1st down. A little screen to the running back. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. It's now 2nd down after the short completion. The give to the running back from the shotgun. able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Missouri wants to go fast. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. They'll go with a direct snap. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
4th and inches, just trusting your offensive line. They're able to get just enough movement at the point of attack to keep this drive going.
The Tigers will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
Now that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He breaks a tackle. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
This will be the 9th play of the drive coming up. It's a 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. It is good! And now the lead is even bigger. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you got to stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Louisiana Tech about to kick it off to start this second half. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Here comes the offense on first down. They're going to open this drive with a pass. using the back as a receiver on the screen. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Well, it's an offense that prides themselves on being physical. No mystery there. You need 1 yard, turn around, hand it off, let him go to work.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. They're setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Those play-action passes take a little bit longer to develop, right? Because you still have the fake, and then the quarterback turns his back to the defense, has to reset. You got to protect him a little bit better than that, or the fake's got to be a lot better.
That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on 1st down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Coming after him. Wide open downfield. And they'll knock him down.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Looking to pick up a 1st down on 3rd and short from the 43. They'll try to power their way ahead. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense, we got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
And the Tigers will have it 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Got his man on the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
And those slot receivers nowadays, they're little water bugs, man. You can play touch football in an elevator to lose to these guys because they're so quick and so dynamic. Get open and catch the football.
Hand off from the shotgun. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? The Tigers are in the hurry-up. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Going to take a shot at this DB. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
They're a perfect 2 for 2 on 4th down. They'll go for the hat trick. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch past the sticks. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
At the 17-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He'll be brought down, but it'll move the chains for Mizzou.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback. Stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense because
into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Missouri! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Man, oh man, what a day. His 3rd touchdown rushing, showing you he's got a little bit of everything. And padding those stats. And all you fantasy football guys, you have my man at running back, that's a good day.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, big update in a top 5 game today. Boise State looks like a legit contender right now. That offense is just having its way. They're up by 24 over Alabama. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this top 5 matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
they got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
A designed run for the quarterback. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
He looks that one in nicely. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down to make sure that's an incompletion.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. This time he's got it. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
The Bulldogs are moving quickly down the field. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
Got 5 wideouts spread across the field on 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Fires into traffic, picked off. Got room on the return. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Tiger. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
These guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. First down here for the offense. They'll try the run. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second half.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He's going to fire deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And those are tough passes. When you start throwing those balls towards the sidelines, it's a longer throw for the quarterback to make. And I think that's when you see the majority of the misses for guys, the majority of the overthrows and a little bit of inaccuracy start to show itself.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. They're bringing heat. Blasted as he lets it go. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And I get it. At this point in the second half, dude, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points, and quickly. You got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all but done.
And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Missouri 31, Louisiana Tech 7.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work.
29 Philly.
Running back searching for a hole. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
For an offense, to make the wide receiver reverse work, you've got to have a lot of guys doing a good sell job. Running backs have to behave as if they're actually going to keep the football, and everybody else on offense has to be yelling out, run, to try to make the defense over-pursue, but no Oscars being handed out on that play.
They've converted every time on fourth down. 3 for 3 so far. They'll go for 4. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Stands in and takes the hit. Oh, picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, the defense isn't quitting. They're obviously down big here in the fourth quarter with just a little bit of time left. Obviously, it'll take a Herculean effort to come back, but could that interception be the spark that ignites this team?
Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Ball lofted up for grabs and is picked off.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Motion from the offense. Jet sweep to the edge. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I think in today's era of college football, we get enamored with the jet sweep. It's exciting. You're getting this wide receiver involved in the run game, but sometimes it's just better to go old school and just run the football conventionally north-south.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Going downfield for the big play. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
And you got to wonder if this offense is trying to run the score up because they're blowing this team out. And here we are in the 4th quarter, and they're still taking shots. They're going to play until this clock reads all zeros.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Coming up.
So Missouri will have to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And that one will find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Using the quick game. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. Louisiana Tech pushing the tempo.
First down for the offense.
Quick pass on the fly motion. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it up to 34.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
He'll try to do it himself. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit. Offense gets set for 2nd down.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Louisiana Tech back to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy, and because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football, and that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the 4th quarter.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And the defense loves being in this type of situation, right? You've got a big lead. It's in the 4th quarter. You know the opponent's going to be throwing the football, so you get your best pass rushers coming off the edge, using that speed, dipping and ripping, getting to the quarterback for another big play.
Unleashes one deep. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Throws to the wideout. Makes a grab enough for the first. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. Reeled it in and just made the house call.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
13.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, the last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Really good pickup on second down there. Leaves them with 3rd and 2.
And in this game, this guy has shown you why he's one of the best in the country. He has so much ability at the running back position. Speed, quickness, the ability to break tackles, unbelievable vision. Already now with 150 yards rushing, the defense has no answer for him. They've got to find a way to slow this guy down.
Fires to the wideout. And he intercepts it. Takes it the other way. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
The most frustrating thing I see in football is when teams give up and they quit and they wave the white flag. It drives me nuts. You're on the field. Your job is to stop them. It doesn't matter what the scoreboard is. It doesn't matter how much time is left.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And listen, the quarterback drops back and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
If they have any intention of getting this drive going, they better come up with something on 2nd and long from the 10. Looking deep down the right side. It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Might as well try to punch them while they're reeling. You get one huge play to set it up. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 40. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think he can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. They run the reverse. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Bust through behind his pad. Touchdown, Tiger! And the stomping has commenced. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, This game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can go get something to eat?
Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
A defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he's running in the open. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Snaps it in the shotgun. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the time. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalties. Excellent field position here for the offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. Fires it down the seam. Touchdown, Missouri! And the beatdown has ensued. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Offense getting set for first down. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He's got it. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. They'll throw it on first down. Quickly complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Let's see what they've got on second down. The back goes in motion. Looking to throw on second down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can.
And it's picked off for the 4th time today. trying to take it back. Running inside the 20. After making the interception, he took it all the way back and sets up his offense at the 17-yard line.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.